I'm gonna start trying to advertise these videos soon. Greenwich Police recently tried to set me up October 2nd, 2015. I'm gonna put the pictures online. I had to figure out how to do that on this tube. Once you see them, it'll prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh yeah, they try to set me up. But I'm gonna sue the hell out of them. Greenwich Town of. That's who they represent. A little patch inside of their sleeve there. And their inside their sleeve represents the town of Greenwich. Greenwich Connecticut's getting sued by me. Small town Greenwich, Connecticut, where things happen. Anyway, if you want to read all about it, this murder that happened later that year after what happened to me in September, it's look up on Google this, okay? It's an article that was written in the Greenwich Time magazine, Greenwich magazine. It's called Google this, Greenwich magazine, Greenwich, Connecticut, okay? Greenwich, Connecticut, Matthew Margolies, Matthew, Matthew, Margolies, Margolies, Matthew Margolies. This is another unsolved murder. We all know the top Moxie murder in Greenwich, Connecticut. It took like 30 or 40, 35, 40 years or whatever for Furman, someone from California, to come and solve almost instantaneously compared to the Greenwich police, who couldn't do shit on it. Anyway, it's another one these Greenwich police can't solve. They've handed over to the FBI. I've read the murder report side by side with my report. See, the guy who did it to me, who got attempted manslaughter, I testified against him in court right here in Stanford Superior Court, the town over from Greenwich, where the Stanford Superior Court is. Anyway, he got attempted manslaughter. Now, back then, he probably only got probation. These days, he'd go to jail for that. But anyway, he also hurt other people in Greenwich, Connecticut that I know of that I won't mention. I'll keep them anonymous. You might want to tell them about themselves now. My video's out there. A lot of us know what he did, Larry Conju. He hurt other people too. A friend of mine, Tommy Birdsell, okay, who's long gone by now, so I'm not worried about anyone figuring out where he is. Well, he told me that Larry bragged in the bars. He told me in a bar one night, Sam's Bar, over by in Portchester, the other side of Greenwich. Those two towns, Stanford and Greenwich and Portchester, lie in those two towns. And it used to be a connection between them. Well, now they have their own swap teams, everything individually. But back in the day, 25 years ago from today, which is 2016, think about it, 30 years ago maybe, they shared a SWAT team. It was Greenwich. Also, Greenwich were like the between for the drugs. Like, a lot of drugs being sold. There were gangs in Portchester, gangs in say, Stanford, crack around here, and all over the streets in Stanford, Connecticut. Get a little history here, and things weren't that. They were pretty rough around here. Anyway, whatever. Point being, back to the point again, back to what I was saying. Matthew Margolies later that year, and this is a kid who was in the article I told you to read about. You'll find out more about it in the article. I don't say it all in this video. But later that year, in 7th grade of Western Junior High School, where Matt and I both went to the same school, because I had moved to a different part of town after 6th grade, elementary school. All right, I moved over to another part of town. So anyway, point is this. We both ended up in the same homeroom class together. Larry saw that. Well, when you hear from me a little more about the report, well, I'll tell you about what we found out. Me and Detective McHugh is long gone by now, retired now. When I was about 16 years old, they called me in to go over the report again, to see if there's anything I can remember. Think of now that I was a little older. So what happens to you right away? You're in shock, you're scared, you're a little boy, but now you're older now. Things come to you as you get older. Like I am now, 44. It's all come back to me now. There's only one man that hurt Matthew Margolies, and that was Larry Conju. And he wasn't even a man yet. He was a 17-year-old or whatever bully. Who knows how old? He was in 9th grade, Washington Junior High School. I never saw him in high school. He was gone. So after Matthew, he left. He took off. After he did Matthew, he was in 9th grade then in Washington Junior High School. We were in 7th grade, and Matt and I were in the homeroom. Anyway, the detective came to the conclusion that both of us were wearing same clothes. Basically, both had the same complexion, same eye color, same hair color, wearing a t-shirt, sweats, and sneakers on the day of what happened to us. All right? On the night Matt got killed, we figured Larry's looking down, and Matt was found just below where Larry lives, and somehow where Larry was living, on 5 Greenway Drive. Okay? Just below in the woods, he was found covered by a big rock or something. That's what I heard. In paper, actually. They didn't put much in the paper then. Now, At the end of that, well, I guess what we came to a conclusion means that, or McHugh actually came to a conclusion by going to the port and a little bit of my help. And it made sense to me, definitely, that the sun was going down. There's a valley there that Matt was fishing in, probably. And seeing that from the top of his yard, Larry Condry seeing through the woods, he was probably seeing a silhouette because of the valley. It was in the valley and the hill was going up. The hill going up on the other side was making a sunset earlier a little bit than it was otherwise. It seemed like it was setting earlier. It was casting the shadows, long shadows down the hill and casting a shadow, maybe making more of a silhouette of Matthew. So Larry mistaked Matthew for me. I think it was me fishing there. I used to fish that very spot, just under Centro, below the waterfall. It's the best place to catch bass. Sure, he likes to go there. I always loved to fish there. Same age as him. I love fishing also. Just to be alone. Fish. I loved it. Always threw them back, but I didn't catch too much all the time. But using that lure, just back and forth, and boom, they come up and you catch one. It's beautiful. Bring them up and just take that lure out, a pair of pliers. What you gotta do, and you don't hurt the fish, throw them right back in. That bass stays alive. They're strong fish. Anyway, that's all I love to do. But right in that spot. Larry probably watched me too there for a while. He stalked me. It was premeditated. 2 years before he ever did to me, he said, and at the time I didn't mention this. He said, "Hey, Jeff, you ever wet dream before?" I said, "What? What's that?" "No, I don't know what you're talking about." To this day, I've had one of those. I guess it's where you sort of, in your sleep. Anyway, other things about them, they're absolutely disgusting that I know of. I'll tell you a few more things next video. Let's get moving.